Let's talk about banded W hold. Banded W hold is a great exercise to both warm up as well as activate the rotator cuff muscles involved in external rotation. What I really like about it is it's simple to do. You don't need anything to set it up other than a band. You can work in both rotator cuffs at the same time. So looks like this, and then we'll break it down into more detail. So essentially, I'm making my body into a W, right? That's why it's called the banded W hold. Now, this is an exercise that the devil is very much in the details. If we can really think about some of the finer points, we're gonna get a lot more out of it. So what I really like to think about with this is I wanna think about keeping my shoulder blades back and down as much as possible. So a couple ways I can think about is one, I can push my shoulders back, push them down, push them back, push them down. And I might even kind of go through a couple cycles of that, checking my rib cage, making sure belly's tight the whole time. Alternatively, I could think about pushing my elbows back as far as I can and down towards the floor. So elbows back, down towards the floor. If I'm thinking about moving those elbows, that's gonna move my shoulder blades as well. And I wanna think about keeping my elbows in tight. So once I have this shoulder blade down, back position, then I'm gonna grab the band about so my forearms are parallel. I like to go thumbs out, and then from here, I'm gonna drive my thumbs out to the sides as far as I can. This is gonna be basically the end range of my shoulder range of motion, but it's also about as hard as I can pull on the band. I can either do this for 5-second holds and relax, reset those shoulders even further, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-second holds with a relax. Maybe we do 5-10 reps, or we can also just get those shoulders set back down, and do higher rep, maybe 15, 25 reps with a shorter hold. I've got a mini band. I wore it like a hula hoop because that lets me work with just one strand at a time. It gives me more control. If you have access to it, I think one of these thinner bands you might get from a physical therapist work a bit better. Rotator cuffs aren't very strong muscles, so we don't need a lot of resistance. Sometimes going too heavy causes us to change position, or it makes it so that we have to go so wide on it that we don't really have any tension on it. So a thinner band lets us maybe grab it closer together, and then we've got tension through the whole range of motion, not just the end, if that kind of makes sense. So give it a try. Again, elbows back down, shoulders back and down, keep belly tight, elbows in tight, either 5 to 10 reps with a 5-second hold, or go higher reps, 15, 25 with less hold. Just think about control. It's all about quality here.